Hey, it's Ronald Jefferson. Just wanted to cover a topics video. I got 3 of them. I'm going to try to knock them all out today. I ain't got nothing to do. So let's get to the first one. They're all from nowtheendbegins.com, which is a very good website for especially believers in Christ. They do their research, man. And sometimes it sounds far-fetched, but when they're giving you bullet points to links you can click on to co-sign what they say, that's pretty powerful. Microsoft partners with quote-unquote performance artists, one of our favorite occultists, Marina Abramovic. I'm sorry, I looked at her name to say it correctly. Abramovic. Marina Abramovic, who is actually a New Age witch who engages in spirit cooking and Satanism, which people, it's really not the New Age. It is a revamp and a worse version of the days of No, the old age. Even they call themselves Wiccans now. And I used to be a witch briefly and did the research. Wiccan is Anglo-Saxon for witch. So even when they call themselves a Wiccan in Wicca, it is witch and witchcraft, which the Old Testament speaks about. Do your own research. We have done ours and are satisfied with Marina Abramovic is exactly who we think she is. A New Age witch who hides behind performance art to promote Satanism, witchcraft, and all the rest of her demonic nonsense. So with that, let's take a look of what Microsoft, the same company who is funding D2020, is doing with Abramovic. Of course, me writing all these words are actually completely unnecessary because when you watch the promotional video Microsoft has produced to promote her, it's lights out and case closed. Really? Can you watch it? I'm not going to watch it now, but I am going to watch it. Microsoft is the company that funds Mark of the Beast digital identification company ID 2020. And now they are promoting New Age witch Marina Abramovic, who is best known for the satanic practice of spirit cooking. Is this really someone you want to enter into holographic mixed reality with? Holographic mixed reality with? Mark of the Beast digital identification company. Let me tell you something. I want to really start working hard against that, guys. You know, when the beast appears in the false prophet, we will know because he will have committed the abomination of desolation, which will make worldwide news what he does in the temple of God, the things that he says and the things that he will do in there, and he will also come with signs, miracles, and wonders from Satan. The mark of the beast will be instituted by the false prophet. And we will know if we are here. I believe the rapture happens once the abomination of desolation is done. Right after it's done, that's why I believe we are out of here. But I do believe that the church will see the rise of the beast and the false prophet. You don't have to worry about any of this other stuff. I mean, yeah, you do, because you don't want to be have a GPS in your body because you may have to get off the grid, and you don't want the government just to be able to know where you are. But the mark of the beast will be instituted by the false prophet. You know, there's a whole little, just read the book of Revelation. This ID 2020, it may be something satanic to say it's mark of the beast. No, there's only one mark of the beast. The false prophet will do it. It will be a worldwide mandate. You will not be able to participate in the economy unless at all, no way will you be able to participate in that economy at that time unless you take that mark. And if you do not take that mark, they will kill you. You will know what the mark of the beast is. Don't worry. And now they are, we already read that. Let's get to it. I suppose you can get away with just about anything if you call yourself a performance artist instead of what you actually are. In this case, we are talking about a high priestess of modern-day Satanism, Marina Abramovic. She is a wicked woman whose performance art usually revolves around snakes, pig's blood, images of Baphomet, and all the rest of that garbage. But nothing to see her. But nothing to see her, people. See here is supposed to be people. Marina is just an edgy performance artist. That's all. Yeah, right. And he calls his children to pass through the fire in the valley of the son of Hinnom. Also he observed times and used enchantments and used witchcraft and dealt with a familiar spirit and with wizards. He wrought much evil in the sight of the Lord to provoke him to anger. 2 Chronicles 33:6. Take a look at an article published by the UCLA Center for European and Russian Studies back in 2018, where they calmly and rationally discuss the rise importance of witchcraft in Hollywood. It's not simply enlightening, it's a stunning eye-opener, and of course, we see Marina Abramovic featured prominently in it. I'll read that later. But do your own research. You have to emphasize that. You cannot just believe anybody. You have to really see it for yourself to believe it. You really do. You're not going to be like just watching, listening to Facebook posts and your friends. No, you gotta do the research. You got to get books on it. You got to watch YouTube videos from people doing research on it. You got to go to Wikipedia because Wikipedia. I'm not saying I said this before. I'm not saying I absolutely trust it, but if you have no direction about a topic, Wikipedia is a good place to start to give you some idea what to look into. Because I'm about to read something about spirit cooking off there after this. But do your own research. We have done ours and are satisfied that Marina Abramovic is actually who we think she is, a new age witch who hides behind performance art to promote Satanism, witchcraft, and all the rest of her demonic nonsense. So with that, let's take a look at what Microsoft, the same company who is funding ID 2020, is doing with Abramovic. Of course, I already read that. Now if you have half a brain, after everything we present to you here, the last place you want to be is in a virtual world with a new age witch known for Satanism, gore, and cannibalism. But this is where evil end times company Microsoft wants to take you. Don't go. Performance artist Marina Abramovic breaks new ground in mixed reality. From Microsoft, Marina Abramovic is likely the most acclaimed performance artist living today. Known for risky performances that push the limits of human endurance, it's difficult to overstate her performance with the art world and pop culture at large. That's from Microsoft. They're quoting Microsoft. From the 1970s through to the present, she has created dozens of incredibly impactful works that explore themes of courage, ego, endurance, and spirituality. In 2010, her iconic work, The Artist is Present, was the biggest exhibition at New York City's MoMA ever. In the piece, she sat still for 8 hours every day for nearly 3 months, sustaining eye contact with whomever sat across from her. Any medium, visual, auroral, even material, is really just a conduit for the energy of the artist to reach the understanding of the audience. In mixed reality, we've achieved the first medium capable of presenting a recorded performance as an event happening now, says Todd. The artist is forever, in this case, which changes the very nature of what the conduit means. But for the audience with the life, it's my hope that they never think about such things. Instead, I want them to walk away feeling like they were just in a room with Marina. I don't know where that quote's from. Marina's most recent piece, The Life, further solidifies her unconventional and innovative approach to performance art. It's her first artwork to harness mixed reality. Brought to life with the HoloLens 2, the 19-minute performance follows Abramovic, whose phantom-like virtual image appears in a vibrant red dress as she explores the space and its borders. Viewers become mesmerized by her mindful movements, her virtual image dissolving as she interacts with the installation's borders. For the first time, viewers are able to experience performance art without boundaries and without the artist technically being present. As soon as they don the HoloLens 2 headset, Abramovic's fully realized form takes shape before their eyes. Really. That's from Microsoft. There was a movie, I forgot what it was called. It was the End Times movie. If some of y'all might know, they actually put a headset on your head for you to personally interact with the Antichrist. And if you denied the mark of the beast, they will kill you virtually, and that will kill you in real life. It was a movie. That's how they spread the mark of the beast. That's how they did it in that movie. I can't remember the name of it. Marina Abramovic, Spirit Cooking. Oh, it's a video. Oh, that's the end of it. It's a video. All right, let me read this right quick. We're at 11 minutes. Spirit Cooking, 1996. This is from Wikipedia. Abramovic worked with Jacob Samuel to produce a cookbook of aphrodisiac recipes called Spirit Cooking in 1996. These recipes were meant to be evocative instructions for actions or for thoughts. For example, one of the recipes calls for 13,000 grams of jealousy, while another says to mix fresh breast milk with fresh sperm milk. The work was inspired by the popular belief that ghosts feed off intangible things like light, sound, and emotions. They definitely feed off emotions, and ghosts are not real. Those are entities from the kingdom of darkness masquerading as the dead. The dead are either in heaven or hell. In 1997, Abramovic created a multimedia spirit cooking installation. This was originally installed in the Zeronitha Association per in Rome, Italy, and included white gallery walls with enigmatically violent recipe instructions painted in pig's blood. According to Alexa Goddard, the work is a comment on humanity's reliance on ritual to organize and legitimize our lives and contain our bodies. That's even more so with witches and wizards, those in the craft. But yes, human beings do have rituals they go through every day. They call it a schedule, but it's really rituals is what it is. Abramovic also published a spirit cooking cookbook containing comical, mystical, self-help instructions that are meant to be just poetry. Spirit cooking later evolved into a form of dinner party entertainment that Abramovic occasionally lays on her collectors, donors, and friends. And if you look up pictures of that, it often involves some type of cannibalism. It really does. Multiple pictures. And like grotesque things they're doing. They're like just devouring human beings, man. But it's like cake and stuff. But you know, they want you to know what they're really doing. But they just can't say it because people would react. You saw with Pizzagate, my man went in there and shot the floor. Like, where are the kids? Like they're probably, they're doing this underground. They're doing this in mansions. They're doing this on private islands. They're not just doing it in pizza parlors. But look up Pizzagate too. I want to read that. So what do you think about Microsoft linking up with this person? What do you think? I mean, what's to come next? Like, what type of commercials? Even though I don't really watch commercials, I really mainly be on YouTube, and I have YouTube Premium, so I don't watch commercials for about 2.5, 3 years. So I don't see these new commercials. So like, what do you think they're going to do with that? Something to think about. Just wanted to read this article. I got 2 more to cover. We'll try to knock them out right after this. So like, share, and subscribe, and you have a nice day.